Oh, you all, hello, it is Tease. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well, hope all are safe. Now, I guess there's a latest story of a 10-year-old boy that, murdered his mother. But I have questions. And the crazy thing is I didn't dig into it, I only heard about it. Like, literally, they had, like, oh, 10-year-old boy shoots his mom because she didn't give him the virtual reality machine. Remember I told you that little Oculus head thing, basically the whole metaverse? That hasn't fully came out. That's just now coming out in this era. Like I say, I mean, it's been going on for years, but as far as this go around, it's just now coming out to put the thing on your head, or to be one with the metaverse, basically, because it comes with neural links, it comes with controllers, so it's like it's still piecing together again for this particular era. Um, so long story short, I'm thinking like, okay, according to this headline, 10-year-old boy shoots his mom. I think I want to say he shot her in the head, but I don't know exactly where he shot it, but he shot her and killed her because he was upset that she didn't get him the game, the Oculus machine. And my question is, okay, A, how the hell did he get the gun? B, how the hell does he know how to use the gun? And C, where's father? Because like I said, I think that's why a lot of things happen. Is because the dad's not around. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that just because father is around, the children won't go astray. Because this happened again a few years ago, where I guess the dad said turn the game off or do something, and the dad got shot by his son by his own gun. So I guess the son used the dad's gun to shoot him for telling him to turn the game off. So something about that game, people will kill you over the game. There was another one too. I guess some child got beat to death for knocking the game console over. I think this was like a PlayStation or maybe Xbox or something. And all these were a few years ago. But when people get caught up into their games, they will kill you over those damn games, over a television game or over a game console game. You will get killed because I don't know what it is. People will take those games seriously, but you don't take life seriously. Like, this is a video game, but your ass will die over it. But again, back to the 10-year-old boy. Okay, A, how did you get the damn gun? How'd you get access to the gun? And how the hell do you know how to use the gun? And where's father? And mom, where were you to get a clean shot? I guess it would make sense to look into the story to know exactly what's going on, but just based off the headline, I'm like, well, how the hell did he get the gun? Isn't guns are supposed to be to where the children doesn't have access to it? It's a 10-year-old boy; he has access to the gun. So, mom dropped the ball somewhere, and apparently the father is nowhere to be found. Maybe he was at work, maybe he's missing, maybe she's a single mother, whatever it is. It's the adults are obviously not working right now. The adults are not in the office, obviously. Because again, if I'm the single mom where there's just me and 50 children and a bunch of cats, how the hell are the children getting their hands on my gun that I'm sure I purchased, I'm sure it's in my damn name, and now I'm riddled with bullets, that obviously was not out of this 10-year-old's reach, and obviously not off limits. But again, because it's not like, okay, sometimes some people do train their children like, oh, this is how you use the gun in an emergency. Like, in case if I'm held at gunpoint, you can go get the gun and help me. And like I said, I don't know the situation for this particular scenario. But again, now mind you, and this is why it's good you have to get control over your damn children. Because the youth, I'm telling you, the youth, they're out here basically on their own. Yeah, it seems like the youth are just out to fend for themselves, because if you look around, it's like, well, damn, where are the parents? Or where's the law and order? Because again, that's still my main question. Like, how the hell is she the type of person to keep her gun on her hip? But it's again though, but how do you know how to use it? With the safety not on, or is it just a simple you just pick up and go gun? Because the way the guns are supposed to be, even when you're storing them up, it's supposed to be the gun is in the case and the bullets are somewhere else. The gun is in the case, but it's locked up. It's supposed to be something where it's like, okay, there's a process to me getting my hand on this quote unquote locked up gun, whether it's locked up in my shelf or locked up in my trunk. There's a process to piece that gun back together so you can use it, for safety purposes. Yeah, but let that 10-year-old boy tell it down. Yeah, he thought it would be a good idea to take his mom out because she didn't get him the game. And back in the day, that was a problem, and these days it's going to be a problem, because now I'm thinking like these youth or these people, they're feeling like, well, damn, this the only thing I have is the game. I only have entertainment to lean back on because I lost my job. Prices are up, or whatever it is. But they're turning to other things. If they're not turning to the video games, they're turning to drugs, alcohol, or all of the above. Yeah, so people's vices that they use, okay, I'm gonna use the scapegoat of sports and game council. And if they don't feed that addiction, or if they don't feed that demon, so to speak, that's saying turn the game on, or they're saying get the drugs and alcohol, then they're gonna become violent. Because even with people who are strung out on drugs, and you'll think like they come out of nowhere and come home drunk or high and beat the hell out of you, because it's like whatever they got going on mixed with those demons, it's gonna result in somebody getting hurt, to say the least. Yeah, but I guess what I can do is I can dig into the story to understand exactly how the hell this 10-year-old boy got his hand on the gun, and how he knew how to use the gun, and why mom is dead now, and where the hell is father. But anyway, but just for those who have children out there, you keep a close grip on keep your children in check, and I guess have it understood to, even though you're mad, you don't get to kill a mom or dad. That's something that be happening a lot more these days. Because I guess people are on edge, even though children killing their parents and parents killing their children is nothing new. But I guess these days it's more usual to happen now. It's not even I can't believe it anymore, because I can, because this has happened again. There was a young boy, he literally, I think he did blow his father's brains out, because I guess he told him to turn the game off, and he got shot and killed. And then another previous story, years ago, I guess a toddler tripped over the game council, tripped over the boyfriend's council, and I think he beat the child to death because he knocked over his game. Yeah, so people who are into video games like that, like and want to yell at the TV screen all day, like I said, this is why I say, like, people like that, that's an issue, and it is slightly a mental illness. A lot of people think, well, how is that mental? It's sports, that's entertainment. But it's like, okay, if I'm yelling at the TV screen when I know I could be cleaning out the fridge, to say the least, or when I could be raising my children, because these same men and women who yells at the TV screen, I'm sure they're their parents. Go raise your children. Make sure your children don't shoot up the school, or make sure they don't kill your ass for turning the TV off. So it's like our priorities are effed up, and things we focus on, that's going to be the death of us. You know, we got these people who, I just want to play the game on the game council, and that game council is so precious. If I happen to trip over the cord and unplug the Sunday night football game, or unplug your game council, that's my ass. And it was an accident, but they don't see it as an accident. They see it as, oh my gosh, you just ruined the game, so to speak. So we have a lot of work to do. Well, y'all have a lot of work to do. Like I said, I don't want to say my priorities are not effed up, but I damn sure I can make myself more useful than yelling at a TV screen on game night, or wasting money on game consoles and controllers. I don't need to be a part of virtual reality or metaverse. I don't care how fun and cool it is, or how real. I don't need to be out of my mind that much. I guess that's what drugs and alcohol is for. But anyway, yeah, to whom it may concern, and for those parents out there who have children, maybe especially single parents who feel like they don't have to get control of your damn children, because it's not unusual for children to come after mom and dad, especially if they feel like you're not doing your job, so to speak. Yeah, because you get children who will turn on you if they feel like you're not delivering. They're like the other one, that another 10-year-old boy in China. He literally, he did I don't know if he did some kind of karate move. He did something on his grandma, because his grandma was beating him with Crocs or little flip flops. She was beating him with shoes, and you could tell this was an ongoing thing. That wasn't the first time he got popped with that shoe, but he got popped with a flip flop or with a Croc. It didn't appear to hurt, but like I said, if you do things long enough, it'll get old. Yeah, but he killed her with the I don't know, I forgot what movie. Did he do it was a choke. He did something like a choke, something like he did something. But grandma's no longer with us, and in this case, mom is no longer with us, and in the previous case, dad is no longer with us. All due to a video game, or all due to the adults not having full control of your children. Because there used to be a time where, damn, I'm afraid to even talk back to my parents, let alone lift a hand or lift a gun at them. But these days, I guess that flies out the window. This ain't the good old days no more. You'll think like, okay, if you just give them that look, or if you just slap them, they'll whip back into shape. And this is not. I don't want to say those days don't exist no more, but we're a long way from the good old days. But to whom it may concern, single parents out there, you might want to listen to your children and do the best you can to keep those ducks in the road, because the second you drop the ball, they will be there to retaliate. And don't think anybody's exempt. Oh, that's just a sweet young little 10-year-old boy. He wouldn't hurt a fly. And this is the second 10-year-old boy this year who they didn't hurt a fly. They hurt their grandmother and they hurt their damn parent, their mom. And it might have happened more than once, but as far as the 10-year-old, this is the second story I've heard of a 10-year-old killing their guardians. But anyway, I hope all are well, hope all are safe, and yeah, be safe and take care of your children. Don't have them raising themselves to where they know how to use a gun and you didn't know it this whole time. All right, be safe.